Well, given that I've spent 50 years of my 70-year life trying to protect the earth, her biodiversity, her forests, her agricultural crops, the state of the world is dismal when it comes to the dominant trend, which is promoted by big money, big ignorance, big thoughtlessness. But there is another emerging trend, and that emerging trend is to work with nature as part of nature. And that trend is what holds the seeds to the future. I've done a whole book on who really feeds the world for the Food Summit in Italy in 2015. And my research, my practice has shown me that the land feeds the world, the soil feeds the world. Dead, desertified soils can grow no food. That's why any action that harms the living soil is a food security threat. Biodiversity feeds the world. Our work in Navdanya has shown that the more intensification we have of biodiversity, the more we have of productivity, the more we have of incomes, the more we have nutrition and health per acre. Women feed the world because most of the farmers of the world are women. And on very tiny acreages, women grow much more food. For example, in Nigeria, on 2% land, women grow half the food. On 50% of the land, the male farmers grow about 2% of the food. Food requires care. Agriculture means care for the land. So biodiversity feeds people. Soil organisms feed people. Pollinators feed people. Our research shows that 1/3 of the food we eat has been co-created by the pollinators. And these are the actors we never take into account when we think of food production. We think of giant combine harvesters. We think of drone spraying Roundup. That is killing food. That's killing life. You know, I grew up in India before the fossil fuel age, before the chemical age, before the Green Revolution. And in our work in Navdanya of regenerating biodiversity, we have found that everything that petrochemicals and fossil fuels produce can be done better by plants and biodiversity. So the potential of restoration of the land with biodiversity regeneration is huge for livelihood generation, for healing the earth, and even healing the broken climate system. This is the place to heal our broken health system, because the more diverse your food, the more healthy is your diversity of gut microbiomes, 100 trillion of them. My advice to young people of today is, first, shed the hierarchies that have occupied your mind. The hierarchies of gender, that men are superior to women, of race, that white is somehow superior to any color, of religions, of anthropocentrism, that humans are somehow superior to the rest of life. The hierarchy of occupation, that sitting on a desk is somehow superior to being part of the earth. Become the earth again. Grow a garden, become a farmer, plant a forest. There are two future worlds. You know, I'm trained in quantum theory. Uncertainty and multiple possibilities is what I see for real. We have a possibility of devastating this planet further, creating more climate catastrophes, pushing more species to extinction. We've already reached 200 million a day. We've already reached 200 a day, a million threatened. But we have another possibility of which we can be a part, of regenerating the earth, restoring the land. That possibility has an amazing partner, the earth herself. We are tiny elements, tiny members of the earth family. If we stop the harm we are doing with our arrogance and start playing our humble role in the food web and in the web of life, this earth will regenerate, as she has, cycle after cycle, and we will be part of that regeneration. We can either be part of the collapse, or we can be part of the restoration.